Jewish Channel's Week in Review. A woman arrested at the Western Wall for holding a Torah scroll, a CNN editor fired for a message of less than 140 characters, and the newest Jewish major leaguer, the Mets' Ike Davis, sits down to talk to TJC. It's the Jewish news that's changing your world on this episode of the Week in Review. Hello, and welcome to the Jewish Channel's Week in Review. I'm Stephen I. Weiss. A Jewish woman was arrested at the Western Wall for the second time in recent months. Anat Hoffman is the chair of Women of the Wall, a group that's been organizing women-led prayer services at the Western Wall for more than 20 years. Hoffman was arrested by police at the Western Wall while marching a Torah scroll toward prayer services Monday as part of prayer services for the new Jewish month of Av. Another member of Women of the Wall, Nofrat Frankel, was arrested in a similar situation in November. What's happening now that's bringing about these arrests is that Women of the Wall, which has been allowed by the Israeli Supreme Court to perform women's Torah readings at an area near the Western Wall called Robinson's Arch, has recently begun marching to Robinson's Arch while holding their Torah scroll prominently. It is only due to a donation of a new Torah scroll to the prayer group that this practice of parading the Torah scroll is first happening now. Before the donation of the new Torah scroll in November, the group had a 50-pound Torah scroll that they needed to store in a duffel bag to carry across the Western Wall Plaza. Now, with a newer, lighter Torah scroll, one person can parade it with the group as they go through the Western Wall Plaza to perform the Torah reading at Robinson's Arch. Temple Police Monday can be seen arresting Hoffman while she was carrying the Torah in this manner, but Hoffman's protesting that her conduct here is legal under the Israeli Supreme Court's ruling. Israel's High Court ruled in 2002 that women can't read the Torah at the Western Wall itself, and only at Robinson's Arch. According to Hoffman, the court did not rule that women can't simply carry the Torah scroll in the Western Wall Plaza. In a correspondence with the Forward Sisterhood blog after her arrest, Hoffman wrote, "We did nothing wrong. We were fully within the guidelines of the Supreme Court ruling, which allows us to hold the Torah. We were not reading from the Torah. We were just singing and praying and on our way to Robinson's Arch to complete the service as per the terms of the Supreme Court. There was absolutely no reason for me to be arrested." A police spokesman provided a statement to the Forward Sisterhood blog defending its actions, saying Anat Hoffman was arrested by police after she did not keep the agreement of the High Court because she prayed with a Sefer Torah. In video of the event, Hoffman can be seen not using the Torah scroll for ritual purposes, but rather carrying it as she and a parade of what appear to be at least dozens of women march toward Robinson's Arch. At this point where she's being arrested, the stairway on the right would lead toward Robinson's Arch, but Temple Police arrest her and take her up the stairway to the left. The Forward Sisterhood blog asked the police spokesman for clarification of his statement that Hoffman was praying with the Torah scroll, since she seems to have been simply carrying it while singing. The police spokesman replied, "The police maintained that she was in violation of the agreement." The lack of surprise or outcry in the video at the time of her arrest would seem to suggest that the group was prepared for this arrest to happen and that it is expecting to use the arrest to expand the interpretation of their allowed conduct by the police. The uploading of videos by individual citizens is helping to clarify some of the circumstances surrounding these controversies in Israel, including exactly what conduct is generating an arrest and what forms of intimidation the group faces. Various Women of the Wall members have taken to regularly recording parts of services and the reaction to them. In this video from March, men can be seen throwing chairs over the ritual barrier between men and women at the Western Wall in the direction of the Women of the Wall gathering before their regular prayer services. Now, moving from one issue of women's inclusion in Judaism to another issue of how celebrating women's inclusion in Islam got one CNN editor fired. Octavia Nasser is the third journalist to lose her job this year for candid personal remarks, and the second to lose her job over issues regarding Israel. Responding to the death of Islamic cleric Mohammed Hussein Fadlallah last week, Nasser, who was CNN's senior editor of Mideast Affairs, posted a note on Twitter in which she wrote, "Sad to hear of the passing of Syed Mohammed Hussein Fadlallah, one of Hezbollah's giants I respect a lot." After outcry led in part by media watchdog group Honest Reporting, Nasser clarified her original statement in a blog post, asserting that the 140-character limit for notes on Twitter had made her message unclear. Nasser further stated, "It was an error of judgment for me to write such a simplistic comment, and I'm sorry because it conveyed that I supported Fadlallah's life work. That's not the case at all." Nasser then explained her comments as a response to Fadlallah's position on women, saying, "I use the words respect and sad because to me as a Middle Eastern woman, Fadlallah took a contrarian and pioneering stand among Shia clerics on women's rights." Nasser then either resigned or was fired, but in any case no longer works for CNN. In an internal memo obtained by MediaIte.com, a CNN official asserted, "At this point, we believe her credibility in her position as senior editor for Middle Eastern affairs has been compromised going forward." Moving on from someone who lost her job to someone who recently received a big promotion, Major League Baseball has a new Jewish star. He plays first base for the New York Mets, and he provided Christian Needon with this exclusive interview.
His name's Ike Davis, and he's the newest first baseman for the New York Mets. He's also Jewish, and we sat down with him for an exclusive interview about his heritage here at Citi Field in the Flushing.
I never really was too much in religion because my dad's Baptist, my mom's Jewish, and so they never put a certain religion or force us to do anything. So really, I just got a good perspective of both sides of Christianity and Judaism. And I've done every year we kind of do a half celebration of Hanukkah and half more celebration of Christmas, just because it's a bigger, more widely used. But we do light the candles every year.
And even though Davis never went through a bar mitzvah, he still embraces his Jewish heritage.
I've always been really interested with my Jewish side of the family, just because I was interested in the Holocaust, and I had a lot of family members that never made it to the United States or never really got to live past the Holocaust because a lot of them were killed during it. But I did have a great aunt that made it through Auschwitz, and there's a videotape. I have a videotape of her telling her story. I obviously never got to meet her because she died before I was born. But it really has always interested me, and I'm proud, to have Jewish blood in me, and it's been, I think it's made me better. I'm kind of a diverse guy.
To see what coaches and fans are saying about Ike Davis, please tune into the broadcast version of the Week in Review.
Thank you, Christian. That's all for this week. For more news and analysis from the Jewish Channel during the week, please check out our blog at newsdesk.tjctv.com. From all of us here at the Jewish Channel, be well. The Jewish Channel is available on cable: IO Optimum Cable Channel 291, Time Warner Cable Channel 528, RCN Channel 268, Verizon Fios Channel 900, and Cox Cable Channel 1. For more information, visit tjctv.com.